Hi, my name is Kirsten and I'm here with my dog Benji, my cat Bruce, who this story is about, and our little cat Sheila. And yeah, I just wanted to share Bruce's story with you. Hi Bruce, do you want to look in the camera just for a moment? No, I let him go. So Bruce just came about, I think a month and a half ago. He came out of a hip surgery, and that was all a very, very unexpected event for us, because Bruce is only 2.5 years, and we never would have thought that a 2.5-year-old cat would need a hip surgery. But I might start right from the beginning. So we adopted Bruce in January 2018, and my husband and I, we were discussing, do we need pet insurance or not? And I said, look, he's an indoor cat. If he goes outside, he's mostly on leash. He's not roaming around. So what are the odds of him getting, thank you Benji, what are the odds of him getting into an accident or, it's like something bad happening to him? Anyway, because we have insurance for our dog Benji, my husband said, look, I really want you to sign up for insurance, which I ended up doing. And he said, you never know what's gonna happen. Well, 2 years down the track, February 2020, the you never know actually happened. And it was from one night to the other, from one day to the other, Bruce was limping severely. Like, we went to bed one night, and in the morning I woke up and Bruce was almost unable to walk. Bruce would walk 1 or 2 meters and he had to sit down. I tried to touch his right leg, and I was in a lot of pain, so I took him to the vet immediately. And they took an x-ray. The x-ray was clear, they couldn't see any breaks on it, and so they suggested it's probably a muscle injury or soft tissue injury, some sort of sprain. So it was put on anti-inflammatory, and after 2 weeks there was a slight improvement, but the limping never went totally away. I'd say it was probably about a 15, maybe 20% improvement. We then got a specialist involved, and the specialist had a look at the x-ray, and he diagnosed Bruce with a condition that is called Physeal Dysplasia. It's also known as Leg-Pertus disease in humans. So this is a very rare condition where the growth plate in his leg, between his femoral head and the femoral neck, was disformed. And it's a genetic condition that is so rare, but if it occurs in large male cats under 2. So by the time the condition started to develop in Bruce, he was under 2, and he was a textbook case for that condition. So we thought our cat Bruce, large male cat, he's very active, he's very healthy, but there was this genetic condition we never knew about until that day in February. And he's probably been in quite a fair bit of pain for a while. And then in early February, it was probably when the bones started to separate. So the growth plate at that point looked almost like eaten up by moths. And so the surgical specialist advised that the best would do a surgery that's called a femoral neck and head osteotomy, which is where they cut off the femoral neck and the head, and they basically cut out this part of the bone that is disformed to remove the part of the body that causes that pain. Then over time, scar tissue forms like a false hip joint in there. So the surgery was supposed to cost between $5,000 and $6,000, and we needed to act pretty quickly because Bruce was in a lot of pain. So we contacted the vet hospital, Sydney veterinary emergency and specialists, and they gave us a quote, which we then sent for pre-approval to Bow Wow Meow Pet Insurance. They were amazing. They turned the pre-approval around in only 2 days. We had our surgical costs approved. The surgery was already booked in because we would have gone ahead either way, but it was good to know that, you know, we were covered. And the surgery was done on a Thursday. We picked Bruce up on Friday. We paid the costs of $5,000, and our hospital submitted a claim to Bow Wow Meow Pet Insurance, and the week after $4,012 were in my bank account. So that was an 80% refund we got. It was absolutely smooth, not a problem. Bruce is recovering really well. He's getting more and more mobile every day. I think he almost felt a little bit ahead of what he's actually capable at the moment. But yeah, so we thought that our 2-year-old cat or 2.5-year-old cat would be like, you know, super healthy, until today we learned no, he had this condition. And this is where I guess you never know until it happens. So now we have our 3 pets, our dog and the 2 cats insured with Bow Wow Meow. And it was funny because I said to my husband earlier this year, at the beginning of January, I said, oh, you know, should we cancel our pet insurance for the cats? You know, look, I don't think we really need it. We've never claimed. And he said, look, you know, let's keep it, you never know. And he's more cautious than I am, and it's a bit of a no-brainer for my dog to have pet insurance. I'm a dog trainer and we have a very active lifestyle, so it was pretty clear that our dog has pet insurance. But I thought, you know, for the cats we could actually save that money. But yeah, until that incident in February, and until we had the first conversation with the surgeon, and he said, look, your cat has a genetic condition and it's not going to get better, and he requires a big surgery to make him feel good about himself again. So yeah, in that sense, you never know. And if you can afford it, I really recommend, because you never know. So yeah, thanks to Bow Wow Meow for making it so easy and for being there for us when we needed you. Thank you.